find anybody, seek the Lord. And when you're about to fall, lean on the Lord. And when the bottom is about to fall out, God can hold it together. But we as human beings have to do a better job of listening to each other. In order for us to get the best results out of communication with folks, we need to pay attention to their concerns. God listens to us even though we don't always listen to him. And if we are to reflect the characteristics of God, we must take interest in hearing those who call out to us. The Message Bible states that most Christians over the years learn how to pray to God by using the book of Psalms. It says that the Hebrew people, who had several centuries of a head start on us in matters of prayer and worship, provided us with this prayer book that gives us a language which is acceptable to respond to the God who speaks to us. Our text opens with a cry from the soul's depths for God's help. And it closes with a summons to the community to place its hope and trust in God. Almost half of the Psalms are credited to King David. The book of Psalms came together over a period of 500 years. They were compiled as a hymn book for use in congregational worship. And it contains many moods, emotions, and experiences. However, they all point to and lift up the same God. The situation in our text shows the writer calling for the Lord from the deepest part of their being, crying out to the Lord to listen and respond. The depths represent the very bottom of the sea where no one can explore or has explored but God. Church, the sea in the ocean is so deep that no one living or dead has ever reached the bottom. And the bottom of our soul is also where no one has explored but God. The psalmist was crying out to God from a place only he and God could understand. There are some things that we deal with that only God can understand and help us with. Nobody knows about that time that you almost let go. Nobody knows about the time you doubted if God would make a way. Nobody knows about the time when you were too depressed to pray. Nobody knows about you feeling like your time was up and you had ran out of options. Nobody knows that you felt alone in a room full of people. Nobody knows the trouble that some of us have had to encounter. The Message Bible says, help God, the bottom has fallen out of my life. But we shouldn't get too afraid when the bottom has fallen out because we have a sure foundation. Luke 6:48 says, they are like a man building a house who dug down deep and laid the foundation on a rock. When a flood came, the torrent struck. The house built could not shake it because it was well built. No matter what we go through in life, our circumstances are not stronger than our foundation. When we get sick, by his stripes, we are healed. When we're broke, we can say, my God shall supply all your needs according to his riches and glory. There's a song that says, my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly lean on Jesus' name. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. But when the bottom falls out and we cry to the Lord from the depths of our soul, hold your head high because you have a God who listens to you. But next in our scripture, we find the writer admitting that they have come short of what God expects, but still needs the Lord to listen. If the Lord kept records of our wrongdoing, who would be good enough to call our Lord? This song represents a statement about the character of God. If God were to keep track of our failures, who could stand before him to plead the case? But I'm so glad that that's not God's character. God represents forgiveness. And if the Lord held everything that we did against us, how in the world will we receive blessings? Matter of fact, who will qualify for his blessings? Some preachers get up and make you feel like they're perfect. They get up and act like they don't have a past. Matter of fact, some of them get up and make it seem like they don't have a present. But that is not how Jesus portrayed himself or wants us to portray ourselves. Jesus was the Word that became flesh, which means his words and his life lined up with one another. Our Savior was not a hypocrite. Let the church say Jesus was not a hypocrite. A hypocrite is any Christian who acts like they have never or never do sin. How many know that hypocrites are the biggest barrier to folk coming to Christ? God doesn't call us to be hypocrites. God calls us to help folk. And we help folk when we admit that we all fall short of the glory of God. We help folk when we acknowledge our humanity and acknowledge God's divinity. Because God is divine and we are not. We all stand in need of mercy, so we must have mercy on others. I'll give you a story. I was on Facebook last week and I saw this minister talking about how men who have earrings, have their ears pierced, can't come in his church. Some people were coming and agreeing, saying that folks come up in the church and disrespect God, look in any kind of way. So I come in it and I asked the minister, what happened to come as you are? But he responded, that's not in the Bible. Where did you get that from? I responded by saying, it's a shame to think that we are so holy that we can pick who come in and go out of God's church. It's interesting that this particular preacher used to wear earrings before he had a church. Y'all missed that. People like that are what keeps folk from coming to Christ. We judge folks so bad that we make them think they're not good enough to come to the Lord. But that is not what Jesus represents. Jesus accepted folk for who they were and changed them as they came. That is what real ministry is about. We don't clean the fish before we catch them. We catch them and then we clean them. But when the word is preached, folk will see who God wants them to be and how God will want them to carry themselves. So when you preach, the pants will come up and the earrings will come out. But if you're concerned with what a person is wearing on the outside more than what's on the inside, you're preaching for the wrong reason. And when a person judges other folk by what's on their outside rather than their inside, the person who's judging is showing what's on their inside. We have to watch those type of folk. What if God judged us like we judge others? What if God dealt with us like we dealt with other folk? Have mercy. We can call on the Lord with confidence because the Lord forgives. Even though we've been ungrateful at times and acted opposite of Christ-like, he still hears us. And since we know that he hears us, we need to wait on his response. But while we wait on his response, we have to have hope. Waiting and hoping are closely related in the Old Testament. Matter of fact, the terms are almost interchangeable. Back then, in this day and time in the Bible, people will wait in the sanctuary all night long, waiting on the answer for God. So while they were waiting, they were hoping. People of God, after we leave church, we should leave knowing that the Lord is going to work it out for us. Matter of fact, the Greek verb, which is translated hope, can also be translated into the word wait. So while we are waiting, we need to be hopeful. But the problem with many of us is that while we wait on God, we doubt God. Waiting and doubting is counterproductive. You can't worry and then pray. If you're going to wait on the Lord, you might as well have your hope in Him. I'll give you a story. I can remember playing basketball when I was little at the city gym. Matter of fact, my Uncle Mike used to be my coach. We lost every game. But we played our hearts out. My mom would drop me off and then pick me up when practice was over. Sometimes my mom would not be there right when practice ended because some practices lasted longer than others. But when I would call her and tell her practice was over, my mama would be on the way. Church, I learned a lesson from this. While I was waiting on my mom to pick me up, I was hoping she would arrive. I didn't know when my mama was coming, but I knew she was on the way. People of God, that's how we need to be with God. While we're waiting on Him to show up, we need to have hope. And realize and understand that our God is on the way. But God loves folk who can change their ways. Although we live in a simple world, we don't have to allow sin to get the best of us. Donnie McClurkin said, we fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. For a saint is just a sinner who fell down and got back up. I'm reminded that God loves when a sinner opens up and prays. I could have been dead, sleeping in my grave, but the Lord blessed me to see another day. When I did wrong, He was still there. I'm so glad that He hears a sinner's prayer. I'm so glad that He hears a sinner's prayer. I may not know every scripture, but the Lord still hears me. I may not have done everything right, but He still hears me. I may have done some folk wrong, but He still hears me. I may have done myself wrong, but He still hears me. He heard me when I was wrong. He heard me when I wasn't right. I'm so glad I serve a God who always listens. He knew we would mess it up. He knew we would not listen. God gave us a promised land after we were enslaved in Egypt. He still didn't listen. He sent us prophets to warn us, and we still didn't listen.